Hello, it's your girl M&K with Kicking It with M&Company. We are so excited to have you join us on this podcast. This is season 1. We have great things to come. So let's dive into our first episode, which is called Daddy's Girl Without a Daddy. This topic is so near and dear to my heart because I grew up without a father. It left me with so many questions because the first thing a little girl wants is the love of her daddy. This topic is also going to talk about if the father was present in the home, but it does not mean he was present in your life. So I want to talk to you today about how to overcome the daddy issues, how to be able to love and trust when daddy was not there. The first thing is you got to really recognize that there is a void from your father not being there. And it's okay to say there's a void because sometimes we look for our daddies to teach us how to love. We look for our daddies to validate who we are. And a lot of times when your father is not present in your home, a lot of times women have trust issues. Girls have trust issues. And it's because we ask ourselves questions like, why did my daddy leave me? Why did my daddy not want me? What did I do to cause him to leave or not be present? I know for myself, my father, I know who my father is. My father knew my address. He knew where I was. He knew I lived in the state of Virginia because I'm originally from South Carolina. And so I know my dad's family. So for me, it was hard because I was like, I know you know where I am, and still you didn't contact me. So at some point, I had to become healed, and I had to learn to trust men again. Trusting men for me was not an easy option because, number one, how do you know how to trust a man? The man that you look forward to being in a part of your life, the man that you wanted to validate you, was never there. So how do you learn how to trust a man when all you know is probably the person that raised you? So for me, I'm an advocate for counseling 100%. I had to go get counseling because I did not know how to trust men. And so because I did not know how to trust men, I didn't even know how to love a man. So I knew I wanted to be married one day and have a successful relationship and a successful marriage. However, in the state that I was in, because my father was not there, I knew that that was not going to be a great thing to do when I'm unhealed. My thing is get healed. Yes, your daddy was not there. Yes, your daddy was there and he wasn't active. But at the same time, how long shall you hold on to that? We at some point have to learn to let this stuff go so that we can be healed and made whole so that we can go forward in life. Trusting is not an easy thing. However, you can do it. You can do it with the help of counseling, or you can do the work yourself. Be truthful with yourself. What do you feel because your daddy wasn't there? What did you miss because he wasn't there? How do you feel about why he's not there? And don't just assume he wasn't there just to not be there. Ask questions. For me, I asked my father, what did I do wrong? And my father disclosed to me, it was nothing that you did wrong. It was something me and your mom should have handled. Well, that was before I got married. And I say, surely, after I get married, he'll reach out to me. And when that didn't happen, I had to be okay with the fact that he chose for us not to have a relationship. But I could not allow that to stagnate my love for my husband or my love for men, because sometimes when your father is not present in the home, you have mentors, you have friends, you have pastors that sometimes fill that void. But the thing about them filling that void is if you are unhealed, the moment they don't do what you want them to do, then you become upset. Then you become burdened because of your own expectations. Number one, they are not your father, so they cannot replace that void. Only God can fill that void in your heart. Only God can show you what true love is. Yes, your daddy wasn't present. We get it. Yes, he was present but wasn't active in your life. I understand it all. However, it does not have to stagnate your love. It does not have to stagnate your trust. It does not have to stagnate how you grow as a person. You can trust, you can love. If you just give it all to God, get you some counseling, talk to somebody, it is good for you to know how you feel that your daddy wasn't present, or how you feel that the issues around why he wasn't present and you're okay with him. Those are things you have to deal with to know and be okay. You can't be okay with something that you never deal with. At some point, you have to deal with the fact, yes, daddy wasn't here. Yes, he was here and he wasn't present. Or maybe your dad may have passed early and you're holding a grudge that he passed early because he left you. It does not matter what reason your dad isn't available in your life or wasn't present in your life. What matters is that you get healed and become whole, and that you learn to trust and love and not be stagnant by bondage or the pain of your father not being there. One of the things that I want you to do, no matter the reason that your father wasn't there, is I don't want you to blame yourself. You are not to blame for people's decision. I don't care what it is. The good thing is your father and your mother did their assignment. They got you here in the earth. I don't want you to blame yourself. It's my fault. Nope, we're not doing that. I don't want you to blame yourself. He didn't love me. I don't want you to go through all of those antics that it is your fault. I am here to tell you today, it is not your fault. And no matter the reason that he is not there, we have a Abba Father who is there for you. He loves you unconditionally. He loves everything about you. So I don't want you to blame yourself. God is still in control, even though your father wasn't there. That's why we call him our Abba Father, because he is there no matter what. Your father and mother did their job. Their assignment was completed when you came out of your mother's womb. So don't blame yourself. Don't even blame your father. At some point, you got to heal past what you are going through. Heal past him not being there. Heal past him being there and not being present. You have got to heal. And healing says, I don't blame you, but I respect the fact that I'm growing past that pain so that I can heal. Listen, listen, listen. We have our Abba Father who is there for you. He is our Father God. He is the most amazing Father that you could ever have. If you don't have him, I admonish you to get to know him and accept him into your life. He is the best father that this world could ever offer you. He can fill every single void that you have in your life. Abba Father is the greatest father. So remember, just because you were daddy's girl without a daddy, you are still not without a father. He is our King, our Father, and he is there for you. Listen, our Father, our Abba Father can heal every broken heart, every disappointment that you have, every wound in your heart from your father or your daddy not being there. But we have a Father, our Abba Father. God is there for you. I just want to say thank you so much for joining season 1, episode 1 of our podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, and we will see you every Tuesday at 11 a.m. I will see you there.